Today we will be discussing some tips and tricks on how to apply for a scholarship. So basically I'll give you some guidance about the requirements, how to select the best scholarship, what you need to do and things like that. So that's why I've created this screencast to share some information about it. So we'll begin with the first thing when you're applying for a scholarship should basically be where do you want to go? So where in the world you want to apply for a scholarship. It might be within the country, it could be outside the country. Which country do you think is the best for your field? For example, for medical fields, all the big developed countries like Canada, USA, UK, Australia, people prefer going to these countries because they are generally paid well. There are career pathways to follow as well. तो आपने अपनी फील्ड के हिसाब से देखना है कि आपकी फील्ड के लिए सबसे अच्छी जगह या अच्छी स्कॉलरशिप कौन सी है. दूसरा, उसमें जॉब के प्रॉस्पेक्ट्स क्या हैं. आइदर आपको लाइसेंस की ज़रूरत है आफ्टर यू हैव डन योर डिग्री, आइदर आपको कोई स्पेसिफिक सर्टिफिकेशंस की ज़रूरत है, या आप फ़ौरन अपनी जो भी डिग्री है मास्टर्स और पीएचडी और अंडरग्रेड उसके फ़ौरन बाद आप अपनी फील्ड रिलेटेड जॉब स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. तो उसके बारे में थोड़ी सी रिसर्च आपकी होनी चाहिए. फोर्थ इज़ दैट व्हाई डू यू इवन वांट ए स्कॉलरशिप. सो ये भी कि आफ्टर यू गॉट स्कॉलरशिप, इट कुड बी अ मास्टर्स स्कॉलरशिप इज़ नॉर्मली 1 year to 2 years. तो 1 से 2 साल के लिए आपको स्कॉलरशिप मिल गई है, आप बाहर पढ़ रहे हैं, उसके बाद क्या है आपका करियर पाथवे. Either you want to go for PhD, you want to apply for a job, you want to start your own company. So it's very important to know what are you going to do after you've got the scholarship. So first step is thinking about these main areas. Second is the countries, जो अभी हमने discuss किया कि you should know the countries आप जिसमें apply करना चाहते हैं. And the fully funded Commonwealth scholarships are available. There's a master's and they provide master's and PhD. Then there is a Commonwealth shared scholarship as well. There's Chevening scholarship. There's some university specific scholarships as well, like Great Scholarship, that's for Pakistani students at Nottingham University. There's some scholarships at Oxford for Pakistani students. At Bradford they have special scholarships for Pakistani students which might not be fully funded but they are partially funded. So उसमें आपका कुछ ट्यूशन फीस पेड होगी और you have to bear your expenses. मगर जो कॉमनवेल्थ स्कॉलरशिप है और शीवलिंग स्कॉलरशिप है वो फुली फंडेड स्कॉलरशिप है जिसमें आपको कुछ भी पे नहीं करना पड़ता है, इवन वीज़ा फीस भी नहीं. इसी तरह यूएसए है, अमेरिका, वहाँ पे आपकी मास्टर्स और पीएचडी के लिए यू हैव फुल ब्राइट स्कॉलरशिप. The requirements for it is you need to have a TOEFL जो आपका English language test है, and you need to give a GRE test. So there is no requirement or there is no scoring कि आपके इतना score होना चाहिए, but you need to have appeared for GRE. और हर कोर्स का specific score होता है for GRE. So if you're a medical student, you need to check online on the universities के basic minimum requirement of GRE admissions क्या है. Then there's a very interesting opportunity which is a UGrad semester exchange program. ये भी USCFP के अंडर आता है. So US Embassy हर साल they provide scholarships to undergraduate students जो कि bachelors में होते हैं अपने second or third years of their study. So they can, if they get selected, वो अपना एक सेमेस्टर अमेरिका में जाके पढ़ते हैं in that university जो भी वो select होती है, and then that's also fully funded. और I think it's a very great opportunity. इसमें I've not mentioned one more. There's the YES program. So before your bachelor's, आपका जब आप 10th grade में होते हैं, O levels, you've done your O levels or you've done your matric, आप तब भी 1 साल के लिए अमेरिका के किसी हाई स्कूल में पढ़ने के लिए जा सकते हैं on a fully funded scholarship, and that's called the YES program. So these are some of the मतलब इसमें I think if you go at this level at your undergrad or before that, आपको थोड़ा सा you get a basic of what you need to do in the future. So I really recommend people to apply for these scholarships. उसके अलावा there's other countries like Australian awards हैं, that's also a fully funded scholarship. There's the University of Melbourne, University of Adelaide, ANU. They do have specific scholarship. There's graduate research scholarships. There's masters and PhD scholarships as well. For Canada, there's not, mostly they're partially funded scholarships. But then again, I've seen some cases just mean students have directly applied to the universities, and because they have a good profile, they've also got fully funded scholarships. So it all depends on how you present yourself to the universities, and आपके mind में एक होना चाहिए कि which country you want to apply. You can apply to more than one as well, but it's always good to have a goal in your mind what you want to do, rather than applying it everywhere and not putting your 100% effort at one area. उसके बाद comes the eligibility. So what is the eligibility criteria for masters? Normally you need to have a bachelor's. For England, normally they ask for a second class honors degree, bachelor's degree. So anywhere above 3 GPA is a good GPA, but less than that, you can still get admissions, but for scholarship it's a bit hard to get scholarship at less than 3. So you need to have bachelor's with good grades. You need to have relevant experience in the field. So if you've had your bachelor's and then you've had the 2 years degree experience work, that's good. Then you need to have good curricular activity profile. आप जितनी maximum activities में participate करेंगे, so you're members of different clubs, you're participating in different associations, you're working with different charities. That's a huge, big point in scholarship applications. उसके अलावा you need to have a strong career plan. So if you're saying you want this master's scholarship, you need to prove why you want it and how is that going to help the people. Then is the language requirements. So most of the countries are English speaking countries, so they need either IELTS, either TOEFL. If it's European countries like Germany, they would need a level 1 German certificate, but normally if the course is in English, it wouldn't be a problem. But then Turkey, for America, they need the GRE test, so you need to have that as well if you're looking to apply into US. Then there's some documents that you need to have ready when you're applying for a scholarship. You need to have your academic transcripts, your passport. Your passport should be at least eligible for next 5 years. Then it's not like a requirement, it is just for the tips that your passport should have at least 5 years of eligibility. Then your personal statement is very important. Your career plan, your SMART goals, what are your short-term goals, what are your long-term goals. Your CV should be tailored to the audience. Like if it's UK, your CV should be according to the UK standards. Your work experience letters, you should have them in hand. Your volunteer work, you should have a portfolio. I would prefer anyone who is applying for a scholarship should be very active on their social medias. Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, they need to be posting good things, creating awareness and being a responsible person to be eligible, in a sense that you need to have these just to make your application stand out. Some important points is that HEC degree attestation is not necessary, but I'm speaking for UK for right now. I am not sure about the other countries' requirement. For Canada, that they normally need WES degree accreditations for US and Canada. So if you've started your partially funded scholarship, you've not got a fully funded scholarship, then again, if you will be eligible to work 20 hours per week, and you can generate the funds to support your studies afterwards. References are very important, I would say. Whenever you're applying even for your regular admissions, they will ask you for professional and academic references. So wherever you're working at, or even your teachers, try to have a good repute, try to build up your profile among them, so that they can be providing references whenever it's needed. So जब भी आपको किसी भी एप्लीकेशन के लिए रेफरेंस की ज़रूरत हो, you need to have some people, at least 4 people in mind. 2 professional, 2 academic references should be there at all times, जिनको आप contact कर सको और वो आपके लिए referencing कर सकें. That's very important because अगर कोई एक reference नहीं available है, then you should have another one. So these are some important points that you need to focus whenever you're applying on a scholarship. अगर आपके पास ये basic understanding है कि क्या चीज़ें होनी चाहिए, मैंने किधर, so you can narrow down, like you can अभी a lot of students would be thinking कि हमें scholarship चाहिए, बस हमने scholarship पे बाहर जाना है, मगर it's not just thinking, you need to prepare yourself. आपका mind, if it's this big, your dreams are this big, you need to narrow it down where you want to end up. So start working around it. Abhi se try to narrow down your countries, try to narrow down your options, find the best place to start your career and what are the career pathways there. इसी तरीके से आप आगे जो भी अपना एप्लीकेशन फॉरवर्ड करेंगे, जो कि हम डिस्कस करेंगे नेक्स्ट वीडियोस में. आई विल ट्राई टू मेक स्कॉलरशिप स्पेसिफिक वीडियोस जिसमें गाइडेंस बेसिकली होगी ऑन हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू अप्लाई एंड व्हाट थिंग्स आर रिक्वायर्ड. बाकी it's all about what effort you put into your application. Every person has different qualities, so try to highlight your qualities, your achievements. That would be something that's definitely helping you to score a good scholarship. Okay, best of luck.